How are you doing today? I hope you know that you matter. If you're new here, I am Teresa, and if you are coming back, thanks for coming and watching more. Today we are going to start a new series on how to get out of a creative slump. Don't know about you, but I hit those points, especially lately, where I wasn't crafting for quite a while, and I just am stumped. I'm like, okay, I know I do this, but how do I get back into it? How do I get back into the groove? And sometimes we will get just depressed or upset or whatever, and we don't want to craft. And so it's okay, I know this is good for my mental health. How do I get back into it? So I am going to do 5 different videos on the different things that I do to help me. So what you're going to need, this is Tim Holtz 12 by 12 paper. They're not made anymore, but it's thick cardstock of some sort. Manila envelopes, if you have it. Not envelopes, these things. I don't know what they're called. Whatever you want to do for your base. So for me, I just grabbed some regular paper, scrapbook paper, and then I'm going to use some music paper and some of this older paper. Need is a cutter. You can cut them by hand if you want. I like to use my cutter here. So I'm going to set these to the side, and I'm literally just going to randomly cut these sizes. So I'm going to make, let's do a 4-inch. And a, let's do a 2.5. And when you do these kind, really, all you have to do is round the corners, trim the thing, and there's your base, you know? These is very easy to get back. Sometimes just cutting paper will get you out of your slump. At least for me, that's what helps. And I'm not looking at decorating anything. It's just, sometimes you just need to do something very simple to get out of your creative slump you're in. Put these both together. And I'm going to do a 4. And then 4.5. That gives me a bunch of different sizes, and thinking of it, I probably should have kept her together. Oh well. Like this would make a really cute journal card. So all I'm going to do is chop these corners. And then I can add a little bit more decoration to it as I go. And when it comes to something like this, I mean, just clip the edges and you're good. So that's the easy way to make them. Use pattern paper, just cut what you want. And then when you have these, I am going to cut this right down this middle, because we really don't need this, do we? That's 6 inches. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this part off, and we're going to use those as tabs on a different day. So now I think what I'm going to do is do a 2.5 cut, and I am literally just randomly picking stuff out, okay? There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just, and I'm going to make this to 5.5. Sometimes you want a really good depth of a card. And then these are cute little journal cards. So we are going to glue on this side, and I have a glue book, and I am just going to use a, this is Tombow glue stick. I'll make sure you get around the corners really good so it doesn't come up, but now I'm going to glue this whole thing, which probably is going to sound a little weird, with the curve, and we're going to throw it right here. Okay, then when you're done, I have a little bit of everything that I want. Just cut it out. You can use a paper cutter if you want, a trimmer, but I'm just going to use my scissors and cut. The beautiful thing about doing this is that there's no rhyme or reason. It's, you know, you're making tags for future books. And you are doing something creative with paper, or you can do this with fabric. And it really is just relaxing, and it gets your creative juices flowing. As an example, when I was cutting these, I decided that I'm not just going to do tags. I cannot cut straight for the life of me, but that's okay. This piece right here is different. It folds, and there's a reason behind that, because I thought it would be really fun. While I was doing this and cutting up, I go, oh, you know what? I can make an over the page tag. So that's what this is going to be. So I will fold this back, and there's the outside of the tag that will go over a page, and then writing inside. So this is the first thing I try to do when I get into a creative slump, is make these type of tags. They're simple. I like doing both kinds, and they just get you working again. They're very mindless, which is great. There's not, you know, a whole lot of creativity except for the fact of how big you want your tags or how you want your corners and all of that. Like for this, I'll probably just round the corners. Some of these I won't. But it just gets you out of that funk. So fun. I really enjoyed this is one of the ways I do get out of my creative funk. So I hope you like this. Think of subscribing so you can, and hit that bell button so you guys can get notifications when the next one in this series comes up. And I will see you next time. Thanks.